Welcome to Mike's Literary Minute, where books can be listened to and enjoyed. Hi, my name is Mike. I've been listening to audiobooks now since the mid-'80s, and on top of using a new camera, we actually have a new camera that's syncing into the computer below it. Okay, cool. Now that we know the tripod doesn't work worth the shit, we are using a new camera and a crappy tripod. But the book we're going to be doing is actually one that came off of Audible, and I can actually show you the phone, Audible, right there. And it is Torchwood. What is Torchwood? Torchwood, for the people who are not nerds, I'm a nerd. I freely admit that I'm a nerd. I actually am such a nerd, I have a Star Trek uniform, and I've been frocked as a lieutenant commander in Starfleet. So that should tell you how much of a nerd I am. And no, I'm not putting the uniform on to show it to you. Then it doesn't fit. It was made back when I actually weighed a normal amount versus what I weigh now. Torchwood is a spinoff of Doctor Who. And honestly, I like Torchwood better than Doctor Who. And the reason being is it's more gritty. It's not quite as touchy-feely. It sings to me. What can I say? These are radio adaptations that were put into audiobook form. What does that mean in English? When back at the turn of the century, when radio came in, they used to have radio shows. They'd have religious, they'd have gospel singing, they'd have one of the ones I used to listen to a lot was Sherlock Holmes. I've listened to the Petri one, Sherlock Holmes. You had Pirates, you had The Man Called X, you had Adventure, Philip Marlowe. Well, that still exists even in 2024. It's not as popular as it used to be. It is still out there. In fact, for those who really, really, really are into Audible or audio stuff, I shouldn't say Audible, because that is a service, not necessarily a form. After Star Wars, the original Star Wars, you don't remember the first three with Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, the original three movies came out in, I want to say it was 77 or 78. NPR did Star Wars on their radio show. And it was the highest rated shows of all time. And if you listen to those audios, which are readily available, you'll realize that the prequel movies suck worse than they do because of the fact they don't follow established canon that was set up by George Lucas back when the audio came out of the reading of Star Wars. First three movies are garbage. But then again, the last three movies are garbage too. So only you got Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. But that's not the focus of this video. The video is Torchwood. What do I like about Torchwood is, first off, you got John Barrymore, who is, I don't think he actually acts. I don't think the man has actually acted a day in his life. They give him a script and they say, okay, we need you to go over there and you need to walk in and you need to do this and say something that resembles this and you're good. The man is a royal smartass, and that's just not him on screen. That's him in real life. The man does not act. It's like William Shatner. William Shatner does not act. He just says he's William Shatner. He just does what he does. John Barrymore is the same way. And the stuff that he does, says, and gets away with is rather legendary. They're on the Torchwood series. It was, I want to say, the third season where it was 5 episodes of kids being abducted around the world. They had to pay tribute, if I remember correctly, they had to pay tribute to an alien species who was abducting kids. And the aliens were coming to abduct all these kids. They wanted 10% of the Earth's children. And honestly, some of the kids I've seen running around recently, go ahead and take them. In fact, I'd volunteer a few. John Barrymore, there's a scene in there where he gets blown up. John Barrymore's immortal. He's like the Highlander. You can't kill him. Well, they kind of blew him up. Oops. Stuff like that happens. Well, his parts reassemble and he walks off stage and you see him walking butt-ass naked away from the camera. There was no anything on the front of him. He literally got up, was naked as the day was born, and walked off and got away with it because, well, he's John Barrymore. I mean, the guy's awesome. What do I like about the books, other than the fact that they are continuations of the television series? I like that. I also like, as I said, it's Sherlock Holmes, Petri Rewind Sherlock Holmes. I've listened to about half of them. Philip Marlowe, Man Called X, all these things, they were audio done before movies, and you have to use your brain. You have to use your imagination. I could sit there and be listening to the cell phone here, and actually in my mind, in my twisted, demented mind, can see the action happening. I can see, Eva Miles coming up to John Barrymore and they're talking and they're working through the scene. I can see it up here. And that's what makes audio to me special, is anybody who can see can go to a movie and experience a movie. You get the special effects, you got the explosions, you got the guy walking across the stage, you got all this stuff. But in an audio, you don't have that. You have to come up here. It's like going to the movies and being blind. That, yes, you're at the movies, you can't see anything, but you have to see the story as it develops in your mind. And for me, that was always, when I was a little kid, when I was a teenager, that was a very powerful thing for me, is having the imagination to where I could actually see the action happening. So to find something like this on Audible, 1 credit down the drain, but that doesn't say very much, it was a great thing. Audiobooks, to me, they're magical. And this being the fact it was a radio drama that was then put into they took a whole bunch of episodes, stuck them together, put them up for 1 credit and said, here you go. You can listen to the BBC audios. All right, cool. I'm all over that. What do I like about them? The imagination. What I don't like about them? Yeah, for everything that's good, there's something bad. My God, some of the storylines, but that's to be expected. You can't hit it out of the park all the time, people. And on this audio, they do more good than bad. And if anybody is interested, as I bring it back up, as I said, new camera, say hi to my GoPro. It is titled Torchwood, The Complete Radio Dramas. Now, is it all of them? Probably not. But, you know what? Who cares? Saved. I didn't clip, no, whatever. There are 8 of the dramas in this audio collection. I'm on number 7. Why am I doing a review on something I haven't completely listened to? Because I've listened to 6.5 of the damn things. It's not much that's going to change between 7 and 8. Each one is its own little 30-minute drama. You have a beginning, a middle, and end. Only thing that changes is the details. So I decided to do a little review early. That, and I wanted to play with my new camera. As I said, GoPro 8. It's a little bit older, but it's new to me. I haven't posted anything in a while, so 1 + 1 equals it's video time. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, like, share, subscribe, put some comments down below. I respond to any and all comments. You put a comment down there, I'm going to see it. I'm going to respond to it. Be it good, bad, or indifferent. You don't like it, sit there and say, fat guy, hey, baldy, don't like it. That's cool. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Trust me. People have tried throughout 51 years, and they have yet to really hurt my feelings. So there's nothing you can say that's going to hurt my feelings. You don't like it, you don't like it, just tell me. And with that, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.